Hey, Fred. All the sweaty guys are playing. There's no one actually watching today. Well, sweaty being like Justin, Crave.
Oh, it's MZ,
Hey guys.
professional caster.
Dreamy, yeah, Fred. Sorry? Oh, yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.
冒牌吧，身长。
Live now.
Oh, how come you're not in game, Danny?
I have a patch. I'm opening it up now.
Sorry?
There's a patch. I don't know. Well, just
Wait, do you want to join before they start? Oh.
Yeah, we should wait for Danny.
Are you guys already in lobby?
Yeah, we'll wait for you. How long are you?
It says 1 minute.
Yeah, the audio does work.
Holy shit, fucking Danny.
Fucking Milo.
He's got it. Oh, he's gone already. How many year old potato computer?
Not everyone's as rich as you guys, 3080s. How many people have 3080s?
I don't have a 3080, I have a 1060.
Dude, that's still pretty good.
A lot of people have 3080s.
Yeah, apparently Fred has a 3080, Stu has a
Yes, not
3080.
apparently. Yeah, Ray has one.
I'm repping that.
Lakshan has a
760 over here.
3080 Ti.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, he went maxed out, like, no budget.
Should have got a 3090 Ti.
Oh, I don't think that's
Just to play Halo.
Just play Dota, man. Just play his Void.
Wait, what? How come Crave's actual name is Crave in the lobby, but then his name is Dota something?
So unusual because
Is it meant to say withdrawal, but spelled wrong on purpose? It's kind of ironic because he's a teacher.
How did he spell it?
It's W with DRALW.
yeah, it's unusual because like I renamed him and he's Timothy on one of them and he's unusual.
But what was I gonna say?
Endwalkers.
Yeah, my computer was like my PSU was dying.
Yeah,
Well, my computer was dying. My computer was dying, and then Ray diagnosed or suggested it was PSU, and I got a new PSU, and now it's fine.
Dude.
But then I was already looking at computers, and now
Which PSU did you end up getting?
A Corsair RM750.
Oh, okay. So you can probably go 8 graphic card. Should have you can just upgrade each component each time.
Oh no, I have a Dell, so I have to get a new one.
Oh.
I was gonna give this computer to my dad once it's done because he has like an 8-year-old laptop or something. So it's nice that it all works again.
You don't need a
yeah, it's fine. I could have probably put like a $80 thing in there, but it wasn't like whatever.
Yeah, time to use your banker money to get like a good computer.
I'm a fake banker. I don't earn much.
Dude, I'm sure you earn like 7 digits.
What? Are you kidding me?
Which isn't much as a banker.
No, of course not.
7
Are you
digits?
serious? No way. I don't even earn half.
secretly.
No, I don't even earn half that. That's all you specialist doctors, like
Dude, if you earn close to half of that, that's still 500k.
Aren't you streaming
I don't earn half of that.
Aren't you streaming all this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's whatever.
Come on, NG. Come on, NG. Who doesn't earn $500,000 these days? Let's be real. Come on, bro.
No, I said I don't even earn half of that, so I don't. I'm sure Justin does. He'll listen.
Yeah. Special call out to Justin there.
Yeah.
Richest man
Mr. UBS.
in Dota. Least spent on Dota.
Oh, Divos is there. Wait, Lakshman, are you joining? We're literally
no, you go. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll swap with Lakshman for game 2.
Yes. Hopefully I'll be around. If not, NG, it's on you.
Oh, there's Danny, NG. There's
Danny.
Fred as well. And Stu's somehow in here, but not really saying anything, even though he can hear us. Okay, who's Who's doing what?
Look.
Weren't you the
Okay.
main kind
Oh, we can give the introductions.
Why don't you do the
Lockdown5eva versus Hanju and Friends.
Yeah.
Much anticipated series.
NG hype. It's just NG.
No, there's no hype. Normally it's Crave.
Well, there's two pretty strong teams, right? Like we have one team, we have Lockdown5eva. I really like that name.
There's a feedback coming through.
Boys, we can hear you guys in game if you do the voice chat thing. So
Okay,
Can
so
you
you
hear all of
guys
us?
That's bugged.
just make
Yeah,
sure
I think
you
I'll-
go to audio and then to open
10
mic
seconds,
and
pick
voice
your
chat
hero,
team
Moron.
if you guys haven't done.
no,
5
I
seconds
mean,
more.
No,
It'll
it's
be fine.
MC. It's broken, so you
Radio
can't.
team
You have to
ban.
turn off voice chat. They can hear us.
Who can hear
The
us?
lobby's bugged. Like the players can hear us. You have to
Oh,
turn
really?
off voice chat. Yeah, it's bugged. It's bugged.
Oh.
So what do we need to do?
Just make
Oh.
sure you don't have voice chat on in game.
Like,
just
open
have
mic
to
or
use
let's push the
Discord.
talk line?
You
No,
really gotta
don't do
pick your
push
hero.
talk
You got
either.
10
They can
seconds
hear
left.
everything.
How the fuck do I turn that shit off?
It's just in
you gotta
settings
pick your
audio.
hero. 5
Audio.
seconds.
Wait, MZ, can you speak?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Dire team, pick 'em
Yeah,
up,
there was
pick 'em
feedback
up.
coming through before.
Oh, okay, cool. That
Anyway.
is so major, dude. What? Like, how can Valve, a couple of $billion company, not even fix that? Like, just casters and casting, and then like teams is just hearing. Okay, well, anyway. So I think we gave the introductions. Unsurprising bans: Ember and Lesh. Targeted bans against Timothy Chu. This is his two most represented heroes in competition, in houses and such. So it's a very good targeted bans.
Oh man, Rick, there's only
It means
10
that-
seconds left to pick a hero.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, it means that Hanju
Yeah,
has
that's
ability
5
to get his
seconds left
Sand
now.
King, which I'm surprised that they didn't pick for first. They opted for a
Radiant
Jakiro.
team pick.
Sorry, I'm still trying to sort out my mic thing.
All good. We can hear you well, so it's all good.
Just
Alright,
make
so
sure
they
your
can't hear
Dota
me.
chat's not on, I think. So if it's a push to talk, that's fine, as long as you don't press the button.
Okay,
10
yeah,
seconds
yeah,
to pick your
yeah.
hero, you
If your open
moron.
mic's not on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
is-
looks like Windy gets
5
his
seconds left
starter.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen his
Come on,
starter.
Dire team,
Yeah,
pick it
it
good.
looks like they're prioritizing. Oh, Lion. That's Lap's Lion, probably. Sand King. So I'm a bit surprised they didn't pick Sand King first, because technically they could have Lockdown5eva could have picked Sand King as a because it seems like Sand King has been one of the respect bands of Hanju. But now that Hanju is playing more heroes, like I guess it's
really gotta
not
pick your
as
hero. You got
important
10 seconds
to
left.
ban the Sand King anymore.
Radiant team ban.
I wonder why they prioritize the Jakiro.
Who's Jakiro?
Casper.
Jasper?
Must be a
Oh,
Casper.
Dire
Yeah,
Does
so
Casper have other heroes that he can play?
Well,
or
I
actually-
guess-
Casper's like, I think he's like a lower MMR but much broader pool than some of like
Oh,
for
okay.
example us. But they must really want Casper on that Jakiro, which I think is really interesting.
I guess
10
Lap also
seconds to
plays
pick your
Jakiro,
hero.
but I don't think
Radiant
Windy
team ban.
plays Sand King.
Lap's not in the team that picked Jakiro.
But
Like
it's a
it's
like
a-
a
No, no,
counter
it's
ban.
in
It's a
Lap
counter
pick.
pick ban.
Lap.
Right,
It's
right,
counter
right.
pick, so they pick it in so Lap can't get it, and then if they play it well enough, then it works out.
It's the Milo Lion.
Milo
be
Lap,
Lap.
I reckon.
You win some, you
Could be
lose some.
either.
You really gotta
It could
pick
be
your
Lap
hero.
as
They
well.
both play
10 seconds
it.
left.
Yeah, I think
Just
I'm
have a
pretty
look
sure.
at the bans. It's
Um,
so
you
Hanju and
better
Friends,
pick your hero.
HJAF
5
is banning
seconds.
Anti-Mage and Bristleback, which I think are actually quite interesting bans. Bristleback is we've seen in one of the series that if you leave it unchecked, it goes out of control. But if you control it and you don't have the heroes and items to counter it, it's actually can get countered pretty easily.
You mean if they forget to ban Viper until the last?
Yeah, look, it's not just Viper though. Like there are other heroes if they really wanted to, but definitely Viper is one of the easiest counters because your Nether Toxin has an AOE break, which is so other breaks are based on timing, right? Well, Viper's AOE is based on just being in the AOE. So if you have enough lockdowns, like that's infinite break. While picking something like a PA Shard is only 3 seconds, for example. So yeah, but it's interesting how they picked. It's interesting. They worry about that because I feel like the anti-mage is not actually an issue. Like I feel like it's giving anti-mage space is the issue, and anti-mage can actually be manned up against quite a few heroes and still lose.
It's like even if you have rough lane as AM, if your team doesn't know how to deal with it, he can catch up.
That's
on
true.
these lows.
That's true. But
Also,
the thing is, like,
anti-mage is the biggest counter for sanking. One of the biggest.
It's
in the game.
also a huge counter for Medusa, of which there are multiple Medusa players in their team. So I wonder if they're going to ban the PL next and then
10
pick
seconds to
Medusa.
pick your hero.
that's true, because if you
Moron.
stun the Medusa and Medusa can't get
5
the ult
seconds,
off,
Morty,
then
and it'll be
anti-mage
fine.
will just burn the mana. But if Medusa knows where AM is and stuff, like, I think it's actually not that big of a counter. You just ult, and then, or you just use Snake, and then your AM actually can't man fight the Medusa. But we'll see. PL is banned. I think PL is also good Medusa counter. So I guess Medusa is actually quite a good pick now, given that a lot of Medusa counters are picked. Void, scared of the Lakshmi
Oh,
Void
man,
probably.
Rick, there's only
Well,
10
it's now
seconds
the
to pick a hero.
Jimmy. Oh no, actually,
It's
it's
J
the
Void as
J
well,
Void,
right?
Yeah.
You better pick
Jimmy
a hero.
Void, J
10
Void.
seconds.
I would let the J Void through for sure, bro.
So I think at this stage, there's no one that has the one hero that is in the pool that they'll pick beyond all others. I feel. Interesting. So yeah, they banned 3 of Tim's heroes, but they didn't ban more, which is a bit of an interesting. So they must really be worried about those 3 specifically.
Who plays Kunkka on?
Yeah, I was thinking about that
Friends.
Kunkka ban as well.
Yeah.
Is that
Interesting.
for Tim?
Yeah,
Probably,
we talked
but-
about Medusa.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a Medusa.
Interesting. Yeah. Right. Like.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's the best Medusa game. Because Medusa generally don't like BKB, right? And then you're just gonna get kited by the Jakiro. And then when if it goes super late, Sankin gets the 25 talent, which just blinds and slows her. So she can get kited with just these 2 heroes.
And Jakiro has the liquid fire as well. And
Exactly.
the one thing is Medusa's not a mobile hero. So AoEs that require like sometimes a bit of difficulty to land, like Ice Path, is actually strong against Medusa. And Macropire, which is usually weak against, like, for example, a PA, which blinks around, is actually reasonably strong against Medusa because Medusa's not mobile.
Sure. Nice pick.
I'm sure it's good against Medusa.
I
It's
feel
very
like Dusa into the J Justin conundrum also isn't entirely helpful because you have to play in pos 1, right? Because if you're gonna put Justin on the Dusa, you then have to play a space making 1, which I just feel like they haven't got that balance just right. I'd be banning like Ursa, I'd be banning
Exactly.
those couple of heroes that J can. I don't know. I just feel like they haven't quite got it right. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's a slight disadvantage.
Yeah, I agree. I think inherently, we've talked about this book, but like Jay and Justin are very, very similar type of players. They play very greedy farming type where they hit A timing. I think Jay's timing generally is a lot later than Justin's, but that might be just the nature of Jay's heroes that he plays, or maybe.
Well, I also think that's because Jay plays safe lane. So
Well, safe lane itself is not a limiting factor, but the heroes that Jay play, I think, generally needs a bit more farm to really hit off. While Medusa, Bristleback, you can get online at 20, 25 minutes. While Jay's anti-mage, you can't. At 25 minutes, you try to fight with anti-mage. Most of the time, you're just going to get, like, die. You're just going to die.
Feels bad. Yeah, the 2 main differences between those 2 are their position and their UMAT score. So. Got him.
How do you know what Jay's UMAT score is? You know?
That's true. It probably was dog shit knowing Jay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know S2 for both, section 2 for both of them was probably problematic.
Man, that was my worst UMAT score as well.
No,
unsurprisingly.
you
Unsurprisingly.
Get
Oh,
out.
unsurprising, man.
Okay, well, let's talk about the rest of the draft. What do you
Okay.
think? What do we need to round these out? We've obviously got the carry in the mid position for HJ and Friends, which is really interesting because normally teams been first phasing, right? So there's obviously some kind of comfort to let this one play out.
Okay. Well, now that we talked about the Storm Heroes, I think the thing is, like, I feel like they don't need to pick Tim's hero early because Tim is really flexible, so he can pick anything at last phase and then just kind of round out what the counter is. But
I think he normally picks early when they let either Ember or Dash through.
Yeah.
So he's
I
like,
know, because
they ban phase
exactly.
2.
But I'm saying, like, right now, like, if he has, but again, I want to take back one point because they're likely to pick a support here, right? So I guess the one thing is you can pick a support that kind of counters Storm now. So Disruptor is a really good one until you get BKB, and you can get more instant disable. So I actually wonder if you should just pick the safe. The mid hero at your final round, and then pick Jimmy's hero now because carries are inherently a bit harder. Okay, well they picked a carry mid anyway.
Okay, so it's a safe lane Medusa.
Yeah.
Lol.
I mean, I haven't seen Justin's Death Prophet. Has anyone got any insight into it?
Yeah, I've seen it. He's played it a few times. I don't know if it's. Yeah.
You know,
the time I played with him on DP was a stop. So.
He
I don't know.
won or he lost?
Yeah, he won.
You know, well, the one thing is Death Prophet can actually be paid as a support, you know? Like, for a while in the meta, Death Prophet was played as a 5, I think, or 4.
Yeah, no, I think
And
it was
then,
nerfed.
and Silence is actually a really strong counter to Storm, and it forces you to buy BKB early. And when you buy BKB early as a Storm, it is so sad. Like, you want mana, and you want damage, and, you know, getting Orchid Bloodstone is what you really want before you get a BKB. But if you get a BKB early, then you actually might even last a fight without, and your mana's gone. So I would actually think the Death Prophet support is actually not a bad pick. You just mass like, what do you call it? The fluffy hats, and then just run around.
Yeah,
and then,
it's hard on their team though. Like you're gonna throw it to Milo, or you can throw it. You can throw it to Milo, I guess.
Milo's a pretty flexible player. I
Yeah.
feel.
It's gonna be Justin. Like,
It's gonna be Justin,
plays
yeah.
DP.
I don't know. I feel like Medusa's got to be on.
They could pick like a silencer for
Yeah.
Storm, you know, as a support.
Like against it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it forces BKB. Storm will have troubles against Silence until BKB. And
So
Silence
anyway-
it's also tank. So anyway, Troll was picked a band against and it's a good counter against Medusa, right? It's something that just completely man fires against Medusa.
So what are we thinking? Like, what's the kind of carry you would go against this Lockdown5eva lineup?
CK.
It's something like
I'd love to see a CK.
It's not the best.
CK. A CK
So,
It's not
DP is
bad.
kind of hard for CK, right? And Medusa.
CK is only good when you like blow them up, right? The
Mm,
Medusa can kind of
Look at his team, like Sanking Jakiro.
What about Ursa?
Grim.
I would like to take a different route and think something like TB. Like TB is big. It is
I
lots
don't
of
know if
damage.
anyone plays
It's
TB.
high armor. I mean, yeah, that is always one of the issues, I guess, with these kind of games. There's other heroes that I think are good counters. Like Arc Warden's pretty good, but I don't think anyone plays that. Drow is pretty good. Jimmy does play Drow. Void is pretty good, but I think you need damage with the Void. Oh,
Void's
okay.
gone.
Well, this Drow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drow's
and-
pretty good against Slardar in lane.
Yeah.
At least show a decent lane
10 seconds to pick your
if it's
hero,
played
you
properly.
moron.
I feel like
excited.
the mid game's gonna be
5
hard
seconds, it'll
for
be fine.
Copycat. The line once line gets blink, starting gets blink, it's just gonna get jumped.
At the same time, they can also go offensive because Storm and Sand can jump on people. So they
Yeah,
can. It really depends on at mid game who kind of has a significant advantage. If it's a minor advantage, it really just depends on who initiates. Drow is not a completely easy hero to burst because you have quite high armor, and the thing is, Lockdown5eva doesn't actually have that much burst damage outside of Lion's Finger of Death. Like Medusa's slow, Death Prophet's slow, Lion's slow, apart from Finger of Death, and Slardr's kind of slow, but it's quick if you have low armor or you have high physical, which Slardr itself doesn't really. So, I mean, I think there was a discussion about
Got
Silver
sprint,
Edge.
though.
Silver Edge, I would think, is a quite a good. Oh, interesting.
Alright, time to choose your hero.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, okay, and the Venge to swap the Drow in. It's a very hard game, it looks like.
Yeah. Or to swap the Medusa out if they worry about the Medusa.
I feel
Inherently,
like
I'm
tanking on this team because Slardar can't really tank.
Yeah, that's true. I would start with the Medusa front line.
Although it's like a POS 1 Medusa, so it's not going to come online for quite a while.
At the same time, even though POS 1, you can probably get online at 20.5. It just depends on how Jay wants to itemize his hero. Lots of people go, the Manta build, which is fine. I feel like Manta build is... I'm not a huge fan personally myself. But if you get Manta Skadi, you can probably be useful.
I feel like if Team Hanju and friends groups up in the mid game, like with that DP ult, they don't really have any damage.
yeah.
Maybe
I
I'm
think
just wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I agree.
just on paper, 100 friends should win the lanes, the side lanes at least, and then they should just keep up that pressure.
Yeah, I feel like if they 5-man balled up, and with 4 ranged heroes with Drow, they could actually take buildings quite quickly if DP doesn't have ult. And of course, Crave is very good at picking fights when people don't have ult. So
for what I say, like if they do swap Jimmy in and Jimmy doesn't have BKB or Manta, I think I think Lockdown5eva can kill Jimmy quite easily. So that makes it hard for them to just run Drow mid. While Lockdown5eva is easier to run out, and I actually think they're stronger running down lane because you just put the Medusa forward, have a Skadi, maybe have an Ags or something, and then Justin can do damage through.
I think at that point, if Medusa had those items, it's probably a bit late. I'm talking about like 20 minutes.
I mean, 25 you can get those items. I think you just skip Manta, and I think Manta is one of the most overrated items on Medusa that everyone seems to get, unless you farm well with the illusions. Because I feel like in a fight, like if you look at HJAF's team lineup, they have so much AoE to clear the illusions, and they'll instantly see which one is the real Medusa.
Relax, Morty.
Yeah, there's not just AoE, it's a dispel as well. Like you said, the liquid fire is pretty fucking annoying. It slows so much attack speed.
Yeah, but like once you use your, like you don't want to use your Manta, like it's difficult, right? You want to use a Manta early, but once you use a Manta early, you will just get targeted. If you don't use a Manta early, then you hold on to your Manta. Then
look at the aggressive move by the Radiant. They're going to catch Cray. Oh, they're not, because Cray puts the ward down.
Oh, well, they saw them.
Just in time.
Interesting.
Just in
play
time.
that smoking there.
Just in time.
And they block Crave's camp.
Yeah.
They probably would have saw it right. They would have saw Milo's ward.
Yeah, I think they would know there's something around here.
Yeah.
But they might think it's one of the wards on the Spire as well, so they might be trying to do ward Spire, but they'll see it.
Oh, hello, they actually saw the ward.
Okay.
Oh my god. The attack cancels. Yeah, I think mid game both teams are going the same way. They want to make space, like run as 4 for the pos ones. Medusa and Drow. Drow does not want to fight early in this game because it's very hard.
It looks like Radiant, Dai are going to get the
started, baby.
runes on the left.
There's a swap of runes.
Andrew getting hit. Jay hitting him. Jay slowly walking. Milo.
Missed his block.
130. Okay, I mean, look, as we talk about, we always start talking about the mid lane. Storm against Death Prophet. I think Storm will have an easy lane in this one. Storm can, because I think you would want to. I think as a Storm, you just want to farm until level 6, right? While DP, it's a bit like you don't want Storm to get big, because once Storm gets big in lane, Storm has ability to solo kill, while DP doesn't really.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be pretty hard lane for Storm. Pre-6, because she just outranges him. And she can easily nuke the creeps and him, whereas Storm kind of do the same.
Yeah. But it's about, I would say it's rune control, and even if you just hit one salve, that's 2 or 3 nukes from Cryptswarm. So I guess we'll see. So mid lane, Storm versus Death Prophet. Top lane is Jimmy on his Drow with Casper on his Jakiro against Windy on his Slider and Lap on his Lion. What do you guys think about this lane?
The top lane?
Yeah.
I think it's Dai favored.
Drow should have an easy lane. Jakiro is
a very strong laner, and then they got double range against the Slider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would arguably just aim the Lion, because the Lion's easy to kill. And then when your Slider's by himself, you just kind of whittle him down. Jakiro will win against Lion in a direct one-on-one harassment, so I think it should be pretty comfortable. And Jakiro is a very tanky hero as well. Yeah. And the CS seems to suggest as well, 7-1, 5-2. But I'm sure it will pull ahead later. Drow does have not that high last hit damage. Bot lane is Jay on the Medusa versus Hanju on the Sand King, and the supports are Reiho on the Grimstroke and Milo on the VS as well.
Crave managing to get his bottle the 2-minute rune. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he started off with Tango, Fairy Fire, and 2 sticks. So he didn't go for
a pretty fine line there.
Yeah. So he didn't get the nulls, right? And the nulls is a lot of time what if you get components of nulls, you're going to be having your bottle a bit later than usual.
Yeah.
But he didn't go for that.
Rush the bottle.
Yeah, because you want to get it at level just before 2 minutes or around 2 minutes, where you can use the bottle and then get the regen the liquid whatever it's called. Yeah. So top lane, as we expect, the Lion's getting harassed by the Jakiro, and it might actually be really close to a solo kill if he gets one more hit, but it doesn't look like he has a range. Yeah. And because of that,
taking a level in Vortex just in case Justin steps too far.
well, it's actually it's the traditional build, because at level 6 you'll need it anyway. So if you get at level 4, you pull, you right click, and then you use Remnant, and then you right click again. It does quite a lot of damage, and you harass through that way.
Stupendous.
Yeah, I think if there's one thing that's difficult, I would like to see Storm pulling this
line right here.
Yeah.
Second
hero hit. Oh, yeah, he'll kill it. He hit it. Yeah, first blood on Jimmy, and I think that one is important because Jimmy needs gold to start.
Can they kill Hanji here? They've got a sentry.
Going mid. Tim trying to go onto Justin, but Justin just uses this heal.
Hanji just gets out. They had a sentry there.
Interesting enough, that sentry's just out of range in that ward down at bot. Generally, in Sanking lane, you don't want a ward in the lane because there are going to be sentries everywhere, but they're lucky this time.
Oh, just another point. Mid, Storm got the top rune, and I think that's not what you generally want to do. And I'm not sure if Tim's thought about it, but generally, if your DP doesn't go out of lane, they're not going to take the 4 minute. They're not going to take the 4 minute rune, 3 minute, 4 minute at the ancients. So sometimes it's actually quite strategical to actually go get that rune as well, and you just TP back to mid tower. Because this way, it's like 550 gold swing is pretty much 50 times 50. So it's actually a 500 gold swing for the team. And I think that would be worth it for one TP. And
it really depends. Like, if he's able to show up the lane to do that, then yeah, but...
Yeah. No, but he did that.
Can't do that against the DP.
Yeah, but he was got this, and he was pretty much close to that as well. He could have just got that and then TP back. So normally as if you're mid, you would want to get the top rune to protect your own ancients, because anyway.
I still think you waste so much time. You would have lost like 2 or 3 creeps worth of XP.
Yeah. But Justin went bot as well at that point.
Oh, we got on Puppy Cat.
Anyway, looking top. Jimmy hitting the slider. I'm not too sure if that's necessary. Like, I don't think he'll be able to kill it now.
You just harassing him down.
Yeah.
Very interesting that he went 3 points in Frost Arrow.
Yeah.
And an early gust.
Yeah. Looks like they want to try to kill a hero, but unsuccessful.
I don't know. It's kind of not settled whether frost arrows or multi-shots better for farming.
Yeah. Just remember, frost arrows also has damage as well.
Yeah. I just think
he does have
a multi-shot. Multi-shot helps you win the lane when you just burst them down.
He does have
early
gust
already. Yeah.
Pre 6 minutes, that's pretty good.
The issue with getting they got bot. We didn't even see. So the issue with getting multi frost or multi-shot is that if you max multi-shot, your frost arrows aren't going to slow, and Slider can just guardian sprint out of it. So it is it's not a easy situation either.
You get 203, so you get 2 levels of frost arrows. It's generally enough, like 10%.
Yeah, 2 levels is normally enough.
That's like more than double. Whereas 25% to 40% slow.
Jimmy's got all his all timings good, being a support player quite often.
Wow.
Oh, Casper tried to salve his drought himself.
Yeah.
Killing himself.
Yeah.
They're rotating Reiho mid. So Reiho is a good hero to come mid because he can use his Stroke of Fate to... Oh, okay, well, he's doing that. He's just going to kill
they baited Justin into the mid
that is a big blow, you know, like...
Yeah, that was a perfect call, like, DP ults, and he knows, he just wants to come defend it.
That's
a big blow because you wasted your
you wasted your ult and you only did 130 damage to the tower and you died.
Yeah.
So that's really bad.
Yeah.
That's huge for Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the Drought lane. Like, I think PubCat really needs to buy mana regen. You use a lot of mana on Droughts just to win the lane.
They're trying to go onto Windy. Now he's at level 6. Ice Path.
It's hard though, Starter's really fast.
Yeah, you started a dual breath there. But
the thing is, yeah, exactly. I think again, I'm gonna have a lot of disagreements, but I think Ice Path as an early level is essentially, I think it's essentially a bait. 1 second, if you use it that time, they still wouldn't catch him anyway. I think if you max your spells, you can harass people out, and then you probably could get lanes kills.
My main Cabramatta would definitely agree with that one. He goes no arts path till level like 9 or some shit.
I agree. Like,
or has just up too far. No.
Just remember, Jakiro does a lot of damage if you max 1 and 3. Like, and you slow them a lot, they can't hit you. Like, it's actually pretty scary.
True, the liquid fire is pretty good against Slaughter.
Yeah. Especially when Slaughter requires hitting the hero to get stacks. If you slow down attack speed, it's actually quite significant. Okay, well Tim's got in haste, he's gonna just harass Justin a bit. Tim had fairy drops before, and I think that's... Oh. So Justin using his Spirit Siphon on his hasted storm, probably trying to get a bit of HP heal, but it didn't work out. So Jay on the bottom, going against Hanju. Pretty quiet lane, apart from the 1 or 2 kills that we missed. Well, I missed. Jay ahead in farm.
Well, Casper just lives.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Copycat out of mana again, but he's getting his Dragonlance, which is makes Drow much stronger in terms of attack, HP, and also range. It's quite important. Oh, so Justin's going to Reiho. This might actually be a solo kill. He just needs to dodge this. Oh, okay. Well,
It's silence, so.
Yeah, I think it's solo kill.
No, I think
Just needs to
silence.
hit.
The silence is so annoying.
Yeah.
He just needs to hit and run at the same time. But probably want to do more right-click damage, just harass him out rather than solo killing him.
So check out the net worths. Drow and Medusa both on 3.9, and then Storm and DP are on 3.9 as well, slightly below. So it's all gone very evenly, it looks like. But the Sand King's having a little bit of a better lane than Slaughter, as expected.
Pretty slow game to start off with. 10 minutes, 3 kills. Unfortunately, the rune's top. And there's a regen rune as well.
Is it
Like,
killing?
Sometimes feels like they don't even
Kill
care.
Windy. Maybe this
That was the
Cross
lane
Arrows
that we
is working.
expected.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Tough.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, but does Drow then, limit her farming speed?
Yeah,
Next 10
that's the only
minutes.
thing.
yeah. But it looks like they're
Drow
not
doesn't really
rotating.
farm very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta use multi-shot to farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they use this timing to push. They're kind of in the ancient area. They'll push back. Windy's running forward against Reiho. Reiho's preemptively using his Ink Swell, but it's probably
Sort of fat
Probably
6 guys.
dies, yeah.
Oh.
don't think he lets it out live. Tim is still getting his items, so I'll be interested to see what Tim gets after his treads. I think that will see if they want to play a slow game or if they want to play a
Okay,
quick
so
game.
they're gonna defend the mid tower's question.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think they should. And it looks like even if they just send a Jakiro and nuke down the waves, this is where that's unusual.
Questionable party.
It's I've definitely it's a unique way to use Magnifier, but the hero that you probably can rotate mid is actually Grimstroke, because Grimstroke, I guess he didn't max Stroke of Fate, but you can just max Stroke of Fate, and the best way to defend against power pushes is just to kill the creeps before they come up hills, which you actually have the ability to do that.
Yeah. Between the two of them, I think it's fine. Secure and Grimstroke.
Yeah. Oh, Storm going in, it's probably a kill on Vengeful Hero.
This is big pick ones. The longer the delay, Milo's level 6, the higher will be. Oh, but he's got a time now, he'll hit it soon. And get the saves going.
Yeah.
Interesting that Pupcat went bot, though.
I think it's because Hanju wasn't making too much, and this way Jimmy can nuke the waves and then just go to the triangle. But Hanju's still staying here, so that's also quite unusual. Now he's going to limit his farm. But he's pretty close to his blink, I guess, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, Dire, you
He's
gotta
Medusa,
fortify
that
them
wasn't
there
done
first.
already.
Good work.
Yeah. If there's one thing Jay does really well is his farms like a farming machine.
Yeah.
They
Just,
rotated him.
Milo's rotated earlier, and she's felt no pressure. It's pretty tanky, whereas Casper had to stay top with Puppy for a while.
It also goes back to what we talked about before. Like, it's actually pretty hard to nuke down a Medusa. I think even if they got full ult from Hanju, I don't think they would be able to bring the Medusa down.
Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Justin's gone down
Yeah,
bot.
I'm gonna get caught here.
Pushing. So I guess this is one where the silence
Yes.
might be helpful. The silence can just push him away. Yeah, and then he just goes out.
It's fine, he's fine.
Hanju's actually... Hanju's angling for maybe a Burrow Strike. He has enough gold for his Blink Dagger, so... I guess if he has a Blink Dagger now, he actually can initiate and might be able to kill one or two heroes.
Yeah. Oh, is Crave gonna go down? Oh, he's fine.
Jay probably baiting him with a stick as well. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's just like
Hey,
even
you know,
with
600 gold from Manta.
for Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like to see the team kind of stacking for him,
Yeah,
which they
this
blocked
is.
it. And
I think they have.
oh no, like for Jay, but it's
Yeah,
Sentry
that's
style,
double.
right? So he can't.
Oh,
He
okay.
can't. But
This is
it's
the thing. Feels bad. Like Drow tries to farm the ancients. It's so slow.
yeah, and the timing was actually off. So in a way,
Whoa,
they might actually
Giant
wonder if
bottom
Jay just
tower's
missed the
under
stack as
attack.
well because he pulled out 52 rather than 54. PP.
Yeah, Milo pings out the Ancients.
Hmm. Hmm. Looking at the gold graph, it's pretty even, and the win probability is pretty even as well. Yeah, I think I think it's actually quite hard to say who will do better mid game. I think it's not as clear cut. I don't think any team got outdrafted. If Jay continues his farm and he gets a tanky item, I think it just depends if Dire falls on the bait. I feel like Medusa is always a bait hero where if you kind of leave it behind and don't attack it, you probably end up doing more and just by wiping the enemy team. But the enemy team this time is tank. Like, Death Prophet generally builds tank. Slarder's not a paper either.
They're
So-
just gonna jump the supports, yeah.
Yeah,
That's why Storm's so good.
yeah.
And Casper just follows up. But they should Dai should definitely go now. Samkin's got his blink starter still 200 gold off. And just smoke and go kill and take the bot towers, man.
Tim's farm is. I wonder if he's getting his next item because his.
He's probably leaning towards Orchid.
Yeah, but he's not close to Orchid.
Yeah. I still think you fight though. Just the Sand King blink timing is so strong. And looks like they're trying to grip up for that, maybe?
Regeneration.
Good luck to see them smoke.
I guess we'll see. We'll see what they do here. Hanju is level 9, so he only has Epicenter at level 1. So it's only 600 damage with his pulses.
That's
Jay.
enough to wipe someone out if they have follow up. Very interesting to smoke on the low ground in the river, but luckily there's no wards there to see it.
They're going mid, where the whole team's there. Wonder if they're waiting for a counter push or something.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jay has rotated himself bot. I would actually like to see Jay staying top around the Ancients.
Yeah, I'm seeing it down bot.
Because he has a elude Manta, right? So he can send the Manta illusions to the off lane and then just push that out and push the jungles while he farms the Ancient and mid as well. And then this way their team can kind of go.
Oh my god, Jay's out of mine. Oh, he gets his ult off. But if he's not careful, they can actually turn this.
And he got slowed by the ghost as well. Jay's out of mana. He has no TP, nor does he have any mana left to even TP out. So the Dire team has trying to wrap around and go into mid. But it looks like did they get pink spotted? No. So it looks like they're just gonna hardcore push mid. Yeah. Twin Head Dragon, Ice Path. Manju comes in, gets seen by the team. Ooh, I think of death doesn't kill him.
No previous
Nearly died. He did get killed by Jimmy.
Or the
They're jumping
Drow
on to Slider.
leading them up here.
Yeah. And Milo's actually killing the Hanju.
Oh,
Hanju is...
Hanju lives.
Everyone bow down. Oh,
Unfortunate.
accident. It was an
So they lose a tower, but they get 3 kills.
Meanwhile, Jay is just farming again.
Yeah.
Ray spots him. Are they going to collapse on Jay? It's very greedy.
Oh, I don't. Oh, he has no mana.
No, what was that?
Yeah, but I think this is a bit too hard. Crave has haste, but probably...
If they really committed onto that, I think they would have killed Jay.
I think Ray's a bit deep here though.
Oh, you may get out.
The vision.
As a team, they want to get a tower. They're forcing down tower. So it's a 1-1 tower trade, but it's a 3-0. Like they're going on to Casper. Casper slowly walking out. The whole team is there, but they don't want to help him. Let him die.
Well, there's not much they can do.
Yeah. If they fully commit, Hanju has ult and such, but I think it's probably better just to cut your losses. Be happy with the 3-1 trade on heroes. And the tower trade as well. The tower's pretty low for Dire. So Tim has tried to stack, but it didn't work, so he might know there's a ward there. And it's actually Observer ward as well, so we get 2 golds, that's gold as well. The team know he's here. Slowly walking up, Windy leading the charge with his blink now. Getting a blink tag, getting his BKB first.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jay is going to push. With no mana, my ad. So it's just 400 now, probably. Oh, 344.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They see Casper. Blink on Casper.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Hit. Stun. Lifesteal. So it's giving them free access to top tower.
Oh, Radiant's
If
bottom
they decide to
tower is under
push.
attack. Man, you might as well save that energy because Radiant just fortified their structures. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very interesting to see the mid towers go down before the safe lane towers.
Oh, Radiant's bottom
Generally,
tower
it's
is
easier
under
to push
attack.
those ones.
Looks
But
like
they're gonna go
Dire's
down
structures
now.
are fortified.
Yeah.
It's probably
Punch.
Justin's focus
Way to
on the
go.
mid tower.
Radiant's bottom tower
Get
is
that
And
one.
Tim
under attack.
focuses mid tower as well.
Justin
Dire's
hasn't
tower is
actually
under
gone up
attack.
top at all this game, I don't think, till now.
Yeah, they've been trying to, because Justin's used 2 ults or 3 ults, right? And he's used 2 ults trying to get the mid tower. The first one was unsuccessful, and the second one, I think, brought it down some amount of HP. So he's
Radiant's bottom
like he
tower
can't,
is
like he won't be able to do much when he rotates top without ult.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is
Jay's
under
going
attack.
Skadi. I like the Skadi choice better. It just makes you
Oh,
super
Radiant's
tank
bottom tower is under attack.
in a way that Manta doesn't really.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think Manta's fine this game. So many signs, there's so much shit to
Yeah.
get your purge off, just get your hold off. Crazy God is all good.
The DD top, Jay's going to spot that. The whole team dies, team's going top. So importantly now, Justin's level 12, which means pushing tower is nearly, well actually it is twice as strong. So they're going to rotate. Lap is in the perfect position if Tim jumps. But
Ooh,
Yeah,
on his
great.
TP is very risky. Okay, he cancels. But now that he doesn't have TP, is Ray gonna cancel as well?
oh, Windy just scares him off.
I
think this-
they needed the TP tower, they're not to the
Yeah.
alpha, it's very dangerous.
But at the same time, like Justin's using a lot of his ult. Oh, Justin's going down. He's going to go to try to
Yeah.
kill Rayho.
Ray's probably. Oh, okay. Ray's
He's
dead.
probably
I
dead.
think. Windy's got blink.
Silence,
Oh,
and
not
then
going.
yeah.
Oh, they split
Yeah,
target.
he's probably dead. Hanju's probably dead as well. Oh, whoa, Hanju's
Oh, and he
9
blinked
HP.
blink away now. Is he
No
not
way,
blinking
are they
away?
both gonna live?
Wow.
No
Yeah, he
way.
split targets. That was a bit silly.
Oh my gosh.
That was insane.
I thought Rayho was dead for sure.
Yes,
when,
they
when he
both
just
looked-
blinked,
oh,
Oh, actually,
he's dead.
don't. We shouldn't speak too soon. Hanju's close to the.
Blink away, no, don't go for that.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. It worked out, they got lots of life. Space, because they committed like all their heroes.
Yeah, and they only done like a quarter HP on the top tower as well.
Radiant's top
They didn't get the second, so I think that's a win for Dire.
It's very weird, like they knew 1 TP'd up and 2 cancelled, and died, and Radiant didn't commit to the tower with the ult. But I guess I was scared of losing Black Tower as well.
Yeah, I feel like yeah. Sometimes I think the Die team, from what I see in other games at least, like sometimes lacks a bit of like forced decisiveness. I think sometimes they actually play a bit too safe, and
Which team, sorry?
Untitled friends.
Lockdown, no, Lockdown 5 ever.
Lockdown5eva. Okay.
Yeah, like another in another situation, I feel like the team would have just hard committed with the DP ult, even if there's no creeps, right? Like you would still be able to at least get you know, at least half or 3/4 of HP.
I think part of the reason is
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
like Justin plays pretty safe.
Free kill for Curry.
Yeah.
Like Justin is a mid. Well, at least when I played with him, they would rather he not die and the carry die because he's the carry. And then the carry also thinks the same way. So who actually goes in?
Yeah, I agree, and that's what
there isn't someone pushing the agenda as much. Not to say mid. The purpose of mid is always to die, but if they're dying for a favorable fight, that's worth it.
Yeah, and I think that's what one of the things that I was thinking. Like, I think on paper, like Lockdown5eva actually has a pretty high MMR team because both Jay and Justin are pretty high MMR skill-wise rather than MMR-wise. But they both play very similar roles, so no one is going to play like no one's really committed to a sacrificial role in a way that other players might enable Justin or enable Jay. So their games are very slow paced. Like this game, like they have 4 kills, for example. Are they going on top? Rayho kind of just...
So he's baiting the rest of his team's coming.
Yeah. Justin coming in. Silence on the Twin Head Dragon. They're going to kill Rayho. They're going to run him down. Yules. Windy has stun. Oh, okay. But he still has moves, so he's stun, hit, and then stun, and then he's done. He's dead. Oh, Twin Head Dragon brought back. They want to defend this tower. Oh, I don't know.
Curry wants to fight because he has a haste, but
Jumps in, silences with Milo. Essentially runs out of mana already. Oh, just silences.
his haste is doing so much.
Andrew, going ult. Justin, BKB.
But Jal's shredding him.
Oh, Milo brought back as well, so he might come in to swap Justin out. Let's see what he does.
Soft Drow.
Swap.
Gotta
Get on to Drow. Oh, Lion's just gonna die here.
Oh, Crave's got mana again.
Oh, that's a die back.
That was amazing.
No.
Funnily enough, that macro party when you hit anyone but just zone the supports out.
Oh. I wonder if Justin had TP. I wonder if Justin could have just BKB'd Yule someone and TP out.
If he TP'd there, like the Drow would just pump.
No, but you Yule's the Drow though. If they're both 2.5 seconds.
I don't think he had vision of the Drow. The Drow's behind the trees.
But like he was hitting him, so he BKB to avoid getting hit by Drow. So he would have
No, he BKB'd for the Sanking ult.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. So Tim is close. He actually would have his Kaya and Sanj. At this stage, I almost wonder if he should just get a Bloodstone. Jay has his Skadi. And I think it'll be very interesting to see his next item. I think these two are core items in terms of how he plays. So the next item will dictate if he wants to do damage, which is
I feel like they're
Daedalus.
damage.
Yeah, so like a Daedalus, or if they want more control, like an
for
Axe.
Lincoln Sphere. That's very.
I don't know about that.
I feel like he's the one that needs to tank for his team because they can't take 5-on-5.
Like, Lincoln's is great if there's this really strong single target spell. But I actually don't think there's a really strong single target spell on Dire. Like, I don't know, like what would you use it on?
It's a further grip.
Stun? Stun, Sand stun? I mean, the biggest thing that I can think of is actually Grimstroke's Ags, if he gets one. But I don't think that's a priority at this stage.
Does someone with better knowledge of the game tell me, if you Sanking ground stun through Medusa, is that blocked by Lincoln?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Even
it's like
if you
considered
don't target it?
Yeah, it's still considered a single target.
Right.
Same with Lion, but not Nyx, I think.
Oh yeah, Nyx is not targeted,
Yeah.
And Dire Team looks like they're hard committing bot. They have Jay. Jay is pretty tank now, so I think this is a good way. Just throw Jay top, Jay bot, just go in. But
Yeah,
I'm not sure about this Lincoln's build though. Like
I actually thought they would have picked Nyx instead of Grimstroke. It would have been good, but probably not a hero that.
They killed
Are you kidding me?
Jimmy's yeah. And I'm not sure about the silence. The silence is literally they're going Jay. AoEs is being thrown out. Jay uses his ult and he's getting stunned.
He's not ready, they went so early. Like they're stunning down for so long, but
so this is the bait. Jay just got out. Tim
big follow
tracking him.
Tim gets hacked.
Oh, Tim's gonna die. Oh no.
Okay, probably get clean up.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
the
Bob as well. But
They-
Justin might
Surely
die.
Copycat's gonna clean up the rest of them.
Yeah, but Jay lives, and that's the most important part.
It
That's
is.
a good swap, but that was a really good ice part. That hit 2 main heroes.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Can Drow out-carry Medusa?
Yeah, she has more single
Like,
target.
like Drow can
so-
easily kite Medusa. Like if
Radiant's
if
middle tower is
he
under
gets
attack.
his frost arrows off and maintains.
But just remember, like late game, you let them if you can, you let the Medusa just kind of stand around and you kill the rest of the team,
Jimmy's
and
got
then you
Skadi.
get kill down. And like Jay is getting Lincoln's right, so he's not outputting a lot of damage. He is quite tank, but
And Jimmy's
like,
getting his Skadi. That kind of wrecks Medusa.
yeah, and look, if he gets his frost arrows, like that'll be also really strong as well. I also arguably think that you probably don't even need Skadi. Like you should just go get something like damage. I actually think.
Oh, no,
I
the
actually think
Skadi's very
Silver-
good against because DP doesn't want to get slowed, and then Skadi's a slow that goes through BKB, so it actually kind of makes Justin's game very hard.
Oh, so against Justin rather than Jay. Yeah, fair.
Oh, it's good against Jay as well. It's a range carry. It's like 50% attack slow.
Yeah, but like I feel like you probably could just get frost arrows. You can probably just get hypothermia, and it's probably enough. I think.
Yeah.
But like yeah, like against.
I think it's still
against
good.
DP.
Still a good
Like,
item.
against DP and against range heroes, it's good.
Does the Skadi select stack with the frost arrows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but generally you don't need it because you're slowed down to like 100
Yeah.
anyway, so you're not actually getting that much by the slow. But the health regen is definitely
The
significant.
attack speed slow is also good against.
Dire's top tower.
I would argue the pest. Oh, going mid. Ooh, we need just
okay,
sleep
get
BKBs.
tech,
Mm,
yeah. 100
BKB.
follow up.
See, Jimmy's just got too much damage.
Only a monster kill. Dire's top tower.
So,
And it's the Skadi slowing him through BKB.
Yeah.
Without the Skadi, I think Windy probably.
Oh, they would have got him.
Yeah.
Tim would have just rolled in afterwards.
No, but
So-
Radiant's
but
middle tower is under attack.
he had BKB on, so nothing
Yeah,
would have slowed him.
Yeah, but yeah, sure. But like, I'm just saying after the
Yeah,
BKB wears
perhaps.
off. Yeah. But
You might as well save
I mean, I would like to see
because Radiant
more
just
damage
Radiant's
next, at
middle
least,
tower
on
is
Drow.
under attack.
And then Medusa.
What's he got lined up? Nothing yet.
Yeah. We'll see.
Radiant's middle
And
tower.
Silver Edge is actually a quite good item.
Butterfly or
Like Silver Edge, actually
Jimmy's bit
affects his split shot as well. Just another factor once you start fighting him down.
Under attack.
The silence quite useful as well. Medusa has ceremonial robe. He has
Dire's top
quite
tower is
interesting.
under attack.
Tim has his Bloodstone, so he actually went away from the Sanjin Kaya and went to the Bloodstone. I quite like Bloodstone. Yeah. Radiant has 4-man smoked again without Jay. I think at this stage of the game, you really want to bring Jay into your fights, especially if you're getting tank on Jay. Otherwise,
The thing that's concerning is Drow's actually keeping up with the Medusa. It's not meant to happen. Really. If you've been AFK farm.
they're going on to... Oh, that's a good dodge on Reiho, and stun 3 heroes while he's at it. That wasted a lot of time. Hanju's coming in. Ooh. Link in. Oh, just farming. Oh. Hanju got silenced. Got ulted. Now he's going in. BKB on 3 of the Radiance heroes, so that ult doesn't
Oh
do
no,
much.
Jimmy's out of
Jimmy's gonna get isolated. He got his Hurricane Pipe, and that's quite strong. He's just going into Jimmy. Oh, good stun! He's probably gonna die as well. What? He's gonna solo kill Milo. Milo doesn't have Ags, and he's getting Aethys, so now it's a 3-for-1 trade. That was a good split team fight. I think they once Reiho died, they probably should have just backed.
Yeah.
Now they can just go Roshan with the ghosts. Oh no, it's nearly running out.
So, I think.
Yeah, and Jay's also getting Hurricane Pike, which is a good item, but it means that he's just not doing that big amount of damage that you're scared to go into, so he becomes more tanky. But I guess Justin has tank damage through his ghost, so damage through towers is not a huge issue.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh wow, Justin got like
Dyer's middle tower's under attack.
1.2k that fight.
Like,
Doing HJAF.
Jimmy
Dyer's
died
middle tower,
until then.
it's gone.
And he has Ghost as well.
Yeah.
More you've been across
Ghost
the
is a
cosmos
really
than I've
strong
seen.
item against
I'm in
Drow.
different realities, and let me tell you, Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
he's opted
tower
for
is under
the
attack.
Ghost instead of finishing, I don't know, Shivers.
Any way, shape, or form.
But he got the plate mail, which is the biggest part of Shiva's at the moment. Because he just needs to have a bit of extra armor to go against Drow's ult.
This is a very slow rush.
Jay doesn't have damage, which makes it difficult. Oh, 100 goes in.
Kirby 100
Oh, that goes in. Justin's linked with Jay, so they have to commit both together. They have to choose to either go in or not, and they're kind of fighting with each other. Now they're kind of going back together. Oh, Tim, I'm going against.
Tim's out of mana.
I'm not sure about going against. Yeah. And the good high ground. High ground is not easy. Oh, they stunned the illusions.
I think
Hunter's
they're just back off here.
Yeah. They might be able to sneak a Roche.
They
Jimmy
know
does a lot of
Graves
damage.
in there though. Graves amped.
They don't know how much HP. So actually, Dice is scared of committing. Ooh, he's dead now. Oh, they're going into Justin. Death Prophet. Death Prophet might just
They
right now.
BKB.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow,
Oh, but that's a bit of a slow stun.
Oh.
BKB going in.
Scotty slow.
Oh, the Scotty, look at this.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe the Scotty was the right item.
Yeah.
Just
Pretty good against ranged and yeah, BKB.
Yes.
Like DP and Slaughter both rely on move speed.
Dyer's top
Yeah,
tower is
so-
under attack.
Dai managed to like get 2 kills at the start there in the top fight. And there are 2 options, like I said, either to go Roche or take the mid tower. They chose to take the mid tower and then go Roche after, but that's when all the Dai like respawned already.
yeah.
So it was very dangerous. And without the DPL there, even though they got amp, they take Roche very slowly compared to Dai.
Yeah. I still want to just just
Weird, yeah.
put the focus on Jay's
Dyer's bottom tower is
item
under
builds.
attack.
It's a bit I just think it's a bit questionable to go 4 items that don't increase your damage. I mean, like 2
Oh, it's
items
got
is
four
fine.
stuff as well.
Oh boy, Dyer's
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like he gets
Fine.
Hurricane, Manta, Eye of Skadi, and Lincoln's, none of which increases damage
I think
significantly.
he feels too kited by the Drow, so
Yeah.
get that. But like equally,
Lincoln's is
what's
a big
the
commitment,
Lincolns?
though,
I know.
like-
I feel like with a Manta you can deal with Storm, and yeah, you already if you get the Force, then you can kind of deal with Drow. Like I don't know why you need the Lincolns also.
The Lincoln's just doesn't add anything additional. It just blocks a stun from SK. Sometimes the strongest defense is a strong offense. And if you have a Daedalus and then you just stand there and right-click people,
Oh,
it might be arguably stronger than having a Lincoln's. Well, anyway, they're going to Jimmy. Jimmy's kind of
Jimmy knows something.
running by himself. He has 3k HP and he has BKB, so it makes him less likely to die. Oh, they missed him. Oh.
BKB.
There's a DD. Oh, Justin got the DD.
At least Midis didn't get it.
Yeah. If Drow got it, ooh,
Queued
that'd
up
be
next.
scary.
I reckon Butterflies would be a good
Who?
pickup on Jimmy.
Yeah, Butterfly would be not quite nice. High damage. And his ult really works well with Agi as well, so I think it's one of the hero. Like Agi, I think Butterfly is just, it's not that great of an item now compared to before.
But on Drow, it's
Yeah, but on Drow,
Yeah.
it's super strong.
Like on Radiant, none of them really like going MKV. Like it's a pretty shit item for Medusa. DP and Slaughter definitely don't want it.
yeah, they're not going MKB.
I mean,
not
Medusa,
bad.
they're going. Tim's going in. Break his Lincolns, although Lincolns will just come back up in 7
Radiant's
seconds.
bottom tower is under attack.
Tim plays his jump heroes really well. Just like goes in, annoys them, scares them, gets out. Doesn't force like anything, doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
Just soft commit.
Exactly.
I'm interested to see this high ground. High ground is going to be a lot harder than all the other fights that Dai have had, simply because
Okay,
Medusa
well,
is such a
Jimmy's
strong.
going to Daedalus.
Yeah, they're strong. I think
It's also good.
I agree. I think damage is probably what you want to have for Drow.
Man,
Like you have your
chasing up
BKB.
the Aghanims as well. It's like ultimate everything but damage.
Yeah,
Don't know if I've ever seen a Medusa with
no damage.
literally 0 damage items.
He's playing for the ultimate late game, just gonna get a rapier in the end. He's so tanky, he just needs a rapier.
That's true. That's actually a very good point. He might just go rapier. Didn't think of that.
Oh, they find him. Oh, he falls
Oh,
off.
Thinks Jay's tricky, but
Alright.
let's be honest.
The real one has mana shield.
Poppy cat's out of position, then Poppy's BKB. Okay, he's holding on to it, bro.
Ooh, Jimmy, what a ball! They're just standing
Jimmy
there.
needs to get out of there, man.
What's
Like,
he
you don't have
doing?
marksmanship standing there.
Jimmy, you haven't BKB, bro. Whoa! Living
think
life
I
on the
have
edge.
Does he think he has Aegis or something? He just
No, dude, living life on the edge, you know.
Yeah, like worked out, but Jesus.
You just need to walk back to get the marksmanship, man.
Yeah.
And the...
Oh, marksmanship's hard because you have to go 400 range, but it's
Oh, I
like
just
he could have
got
just
that.
kited. No, he could have kited the slot.
Yeah,
I agree.
That was very interesting.
Yeah,
But it worked out.
I think it's him asserting dominance. It's just like, nah, try killing me.
I will
To be fair though,
fight you melee range.
to be fair though, Slider doesn't have that much damage, while Jimmy has a lot of armor. Like,
To be honest,
Look at Jimmy's armor now.
if Jakira didn't land that Ice Hearth, I think Jimmy was dead.
yeah, that is also
One
possible.
bash, he's probably dead.
Yeah, but Slider's not gonna like run around when he one-man's fights someone. Mostly when he's slowed down already. So it's also.
That was literally melee range. He was literally melee range. One bash, I think Jimmy was probably dead. One bash and then a crush.
Yeah, one quite important thing to notice though, like bash is a physical damage, it's not magical. So it depends on the armor. And Jimmy has 44 armor at the moment. Oof.
That is true.
He did
And
have
then-
corrosive on him then.
Yeah, so that would go down to 24 armor.
24.
24 armor is 60%, 62% reduction.
Okay, yeah, it's still quite a lot.
The bash is still, it's like 300 damage or something, isn't it?
Oh, it's like 100. Oh, it's 260 now. He got the
Yeah.
he got the bash talent. So it will be around 30. So yeah, but what's more important? Of course, asserting dominance is more important. You know, it's a demoralizing.
When it comes off,
slider.
of course. Like, when it comes off.
Yes. So I think, I mean, it's so I think Dai is in a good position. I think Danny made a really good point that Jay, with all these items, Jay can just go rapier as the last item. And that's not something I actually thought of. And I think that's a really good point. Because with these items, a rapier is a really good item.
There's a DD on Medusa.
Yeah. Or this is also scary, like 400 damage is also pretty strong. I think this is the timing where you have to go. And I think you should just might as well get your Ags, because when you get your Ags, like it's so hard to fight against Medusa.
Oh, drama, get a couple.
Oh yeah, he's just going on to...
They baited out the DD? Oh wait, it was already called.
That was already, but then
Probably followed it. Yeah.
Over here now.
Yeah, they spotted it, and you just go back to base. Hanji should blink, yeah. Very dangerous.
I wonder what Dai team is thinking about now. So you have a DD. This is probably the best time for Medusa, unless you're committing to get your Ags. And if you don't get that, then I guess they're just really farming for the Ags. I think Ags is a strong item. Like, I think Radiant has pretty low BKB cooldowns now. I think it's all 6 seconds. Yeah.
Radiant has like no.
Oh, sorry,
vision
Dire.
on the map.
My apologies.
Radiant only has two mid lane wards.
Craven.
Both teams' maps are pretty dark, to be honest.
Craven Puppy still have 9-second BKB.
Oh yeah, Jimmy didn't use it, so it's only yeah, I've seen Hanji use it a lot. So it's actually Radiant. I think Radiant's team's the one that's on 6 seconds because Puppy, DP and
Oh
Slider
yeah, they've
has
all
used
used
it.
their BKBs many times. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know though against a Medusa how useful is the BKB though. Not very.
Yeah, because
it's
you
also
also,
the team, right?
but it's also that Medusa then can't stun people with his snake. So he's going Ags. Snake is actually, in my opinion, like one of the really annoying things. Like you're trying to kill Medusa, and you have to go all in on Medusa to kill it, and then you use Snake, and then you have a bit of a stun, and then your team comes and pokes around, and then after the Snake, then he gets a lot of HP back. Very annoying.
That's fine, like, with that build, like, he's not pumping damage, so you can't just ignore him for a bit.
Yeah.
And they have enough, like, mobility that they can jump the other guys.
Yeah. So I guess it depends if Windy gets armor. So they're going on to. It depends if Windy has
Yeah, I think Crazy.
Tim doesn't have much mana left. He has BKB still.
Yeah, no.
He's gonna die. Ooh, maybe a bit overconfident there. They're going to. So Justin's come in from the back with DP. Ghost. Yeah, DP is actually pretty tank. So he's actually holding them off. And now he can just run in with Ghost. And they have to go run away from Jay. Storm's gonna come back. Storm might be able to kill DP by
DP
coming in.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, we didn't need it. And Jay, back to full health. Oh, they're going to Jay.
Mana.
I'm actually quite curious to see who will win because Jay is pretty tanky.
Oh no, Jay's gonna get brought down.
Good
now.
snake.
Oh, that's correct.
Hide it.
Ooh, that snake. If there was a snake and he got
That
it.
Daedalus on Copycat doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It costs Praise Vilac though. So.
Yeah. Tim's out of mana, but I think he'll just kill Milo. Yeah.
It's interesting enough, like that, like Craig was just zipping around trying to find the supports that he knows was sitting behind the Medusa, but they were actually really far back. So well played to them.
I guess it's a 2-for-4 trade, so...
Well, I think it's worth it if Drow lives because and Medusa dies, because ultimately Drow has to carry the game.
And they're now forcing like a decision. I feel like
anyone that can like chunk Medusa is Drow now. Like Storm doesn't do that much. Storm's just a bit of control.
Yeah, Storm goes on the back lines and then Drow just kind of hits whoever's up front. High ground is harder, but if they're going to get the tower, then it becomes a different story. So losing the tower is quite important for the base defense.
That's very happy. I think Dai is very happy with that.
Yeah.
They get the tower and a buyback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Custom
All of a
Storm's
sudden,
buyback.
Jimmy's 3k ahead of the Medusa now.
To defend the racks. I wonder if it is worth it to buy back there to defend the racks, because they wouldn't have got 2 lanes. So it's essentially buyback.
They just missed the Roche by 15 seconds.
Oh, they'll know the time.
Oh, will they?
Hope they
Sometimes you check it and then you just walk away for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But you know it's
He's
between
spawning now.
Yeah, but you know it's between us 2 specific times, right? So, well, we'll see what
Oh
happens.
no, and Slada walks in, it's there.
It's fine. They have vision, but it's
Oh, they see the Roche coming out now, do they? Do they have the vision? Oh, I don't know.
I think it's just off. The trees are kind of blocking it as
Yeah.
well.
I don't think they saw that.
You know, I'm actually very keen to see the Witchbane on Jimmy. I think it will just do so much more damage. 100 magic damage is still 100 magic damage.
Oh,
do they have a Witchbane?
I have it.
Yeah, both team has a Witchbane.
Oh yeah, they did. Wait,
Instead, he
How
got
do
the
you check,
Pentage.
how do you check?
click on the hero, then neutral.
Yeah. You click on the team, whichever you want to check on. Yeah, I would like to see the Witchbane on Puppycat. The Pentage is okay. Like, 45 damage is okay.
And
Wait, so how do you check what neutral items they have?
I guess
Click
his
on
attack speed is good.
the hero, so any hero on Dire, and then you
Yeah.
click, just open the shop. Neutrals.
Oh. I don't even know how to open the shop.
You press the gold thing.
How do you open shop in game? What?
Press
How do you
F4.
buy item?
Oh, actually,
Yeah, I press F4. What do you do?
I just
Oh,
Well, it's going down. 100's in by himself, BKBs. Going on to Milo. Lap, I think. Dies. Lap flies back. 100's there. Windy's nearly dead.
Oh,
the
but
link
Jesus
on
doesn't
Bullet.
mana.
she gets a big
They
ult
were
off though.
stoned.
They're all buyback. So Dire needs to be careful.
Ooh, they're protecting Jay. Jay has no mana, and his HP went that low. Did he miss a snake or something? Because
I
even
think
if
it was
he hit-
stunned. He was just stunned, lost all his mana, and couldn't snake.
Oh, okay.
Now Dire gets the Roche.
Ooh.
25k lead. That's
I wonder if at this stage you would just rather commit for
Oh,
like
Drow
to
should
get the
take
Roche.
their shard. The shard's great on Drow.
Oh yeah. Drow.
Oh, okay, so you click the gold at the bottom tab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I press F4 when I do it.
I actually wonder if they should have. So I mean, I think so. You bought 3 heroes bought back. I think at that stage you want to just fully commit to a Roche, right? Like I feel like by this stage you would realize that you'd be super far behind, and if you, that's when they used all their cooldowns and stuff, and BKBs and.
No, they're trying to come out. Like they just took. Dire just killed Roche so quickly, so they really.
No, but they went this way. I can't tell if you see what I draw, but they actually went to
to the triangle. Like,
yeah,
right
no,
in
they
the
went
triangle.
this way.
Oh,
No, they went right.
Ah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess this depends on how they're going to see the game. So it looks like Jay is committing to what you said, going a rapier. So I guess now they're really banking on Jay getting the rapier to win the game.
Is he gonna have time though? Because they all bought back. Dire knows that they got Aegis. They're gonna try and push it here. They can just close the game out right now.
Yeah, five. Essentially, the next 5 minutes I think will decide the game. For Dire.
Jimmy's just using frost arrows on this. You can just use multi-shot and destroy him.
Dude, you have to right click, man. It's Nobody got time for that.
What do you mean?
Like, you have to right-click it out, you know? And
Yeah,
he has
you
ages
just
as well.
use the E, man.
Oh, yeah. I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of not slotting your BKB in there.
Oh, you
They
got
nerfed
injured,
this.
so.
They nerfed it though, so that when you slot it in, there's like actually like half a second, where
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
there is
slot
half a
the
second
BKB.
there where you don't have.
They timed this done well, like he's just fucked.
He has a pike though, so maybe.
I mean, if you just get stunned though, you can't pike out. So we rely on the supports to save him. Swap out the bits. Yeah, he has
It's-
a pike.
I
it's
feel like
actually
if Jim, they all commit on Jimmy, like someone else is gonna come in. Just straight up. Jesus.
Yeah, like he should be fine, but like there's a bit of risk to it.
Ooh, I think Jay should be frontlining. He shouldn't be standing back. Ooh. Then he's just gonna take tower. Iraq's,
What a
whatever.
joke. Radiance?
Yeah,
Because
Oh,
Jay
yeah.
can just throw snakes out. Okay.
Radiant's middle barracks are as good as gone.
Okay, have 3 racks.
Not sure about that.
Jimmy's going satanic.
Well,
I
the
wonder
side ones
whether-
will be a bit easier with tower.
I wonder if, Medusa's got the rapier lined up, why you wouldn't go butterfly over satanic. What do you reckon?
So what do you mean?
As in, Jimmy, whether you would go butterfly over satanic.
So he doesn't know he's got the.
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't know
They
what
can't
this
see
is
that.
going. Yeah, I think this is what you want to do. Just Jay chuck snakes out. Stand the
Oh, I
front.
know he doesn't know what items Jay's got lined up, but us as casters have picked up against
Oh,
probably.
black hole.
Oh,
no! To stop
oh, massive combo!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, Jimmy's out of position because Medusa got 4 stuffed out.
Oh,
There he goes. He's gonna slot the BKB in. Slots in very late. Not gonna have it up.
Oh, Jay's
Another black
starting
hole.
up. The A on this. Is that the A on this? Justin? No. Yeah, he
Oh,
goes.
the game.
GG.
I didn't think Radiant's bottom barracks man up would go that quick. Radiant's bottom barracks are gone, and I'm
Oh,
Easy,
Anji with
easy.
the trash.
I don't know, I felt like the lack of damage really came through that we talked about at the start.
Yeah. I think that,
Kill anyone.
Lincoln was the crucial item at that point of the game. I think he either needed some type of damage item or he needed some kind of he just needed, or he could have gone Axe because Axe is quite good disable. I think Lincoln's just didn't add much.
Also, if you're going Ags and then you get Shard, that's good enough anyway.
Yeah. I agree. So at that situation, you can either go Ags and you full on hardcore push with your stun, or you go damage and then you kind of scale a bit better and try to overfarm and then come back when you're a bit more, when you leapfrogged Drow, which should be a bit quicker, right? Like, because you farm better than the Drow. But going Lincolns, you get none of that bonuses unless he was aiming for the rapier at the end. And if he was waiting for the rapier at the end, then by 50 minutes, then
Even so, BKB probably would have been better than the Lincolns. I think Jay hasn't played much. He hasn't played much Medusa lately, right? Because his build was it was a very old build. Not popular these days.
Lincoln's used to be like a really old build, but I haven't seen it.
yeah, it used to be Lincoln
yeah,
Manta,
exactly.
Lincoln's Manta. But
Even the Ags build is very old. Like people just go like straight damage nowadays.
yeah, but the thing is, I play with Jay when he plays Medusa, and he's never gotten this build before, which is why I'm kind of confused. Like when I put him on Medusa, for example, like we sometimes you get Maelstrom, for example, sometimes you get Satanic Daedalus. I don't think I've ever seen a combo of I don't think I've ever seen Lincolns added onto it, and that's really unusual, especially because there was no big Lincoln, like there's no Doom, for example, or I don't know. I think Doom would have been the big one if I was thinking about it, but yeah.
Maybe it's the Grimalt, I don't know.
Yeah, we were thinking about could it be the Grimalt, or the Grim Ags, but I don't know. Like you wouldn't target Medusa, right? If you see the Lincolns,
Yeah, you just link someone else and hopefully he catches Medusa.
yeah. Or you
I mean,
just
he has
throw
ways
your
to cancel it. Yes, throw the old guys. Very, very strange item indeed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see what happens in game 2.
Pretty cool game one.
Yeah. Okay, looking at the scoreboard, I don't know if our streamers can see or whatever, but looking at the damage.
We finished the stream.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh, hey.
probably can can
One of
probably
the
put
more,
it off for the next one.
yeah, one of the things I actually thought they lacked damage, but Jay and Justin both had 32k, 33k damage. Interestingly, yeah.
I feel like in a how long was that game?
50.
50-minute game. That's not really that much.
Yeah, but if you look at the Dire team, right? Like Dire team has one person who has 40k damage, and the rest of it's like 20 and 10.
Oh, they kind of
I guess it shows the importance of single target damage. Like Medusa's good AoE damage, and Death Prophet is kind of good single target if you go onto them with your ghost, but otherwise it's quite AoE based as well. And I think what Radiant lacked was a person that can kill a hero. So, like if, for example,
and
if
a lot of
Justin
poke
played,
damage, I guess. Other
yeah,
than,
it's like a lot of AoE poke kind of area damage. It's not a single target damage, and
well,
that's
the
complete opposite to Drow.
Slaughter is very much single target, but I think
But your Slaughter is not the one killing the hero. Like your Slaughter is controlling team fight, but your Slaughter is not the one-on-one-ing to do damage. So the converse is Jimmy, where Jimmy is single target, pure single target damage, apart from the
like if Slaughter got on the supports,
Hmm.
he easily could have killed them. But
yeah, but like
then he'd get destroyed by Drow and
yeah.
Drow.
But what I mean is like you need single target damage to bring down Jimmy or Tim. When, for example, they have one stun on him. Like, there's a few times that they brought Tim down, but to be fair, they used a lot of things. You know, the one he brought back, like, they used a lot of stuns and AoE to kill Tim. And then Tim just comes back and then just turns the fight around.
On these spirits and on,
Mm.
less track is proving a problem for all teams.
Yeah.
Well, another great game, though.
Yeah. Well, guess what happens in game 2, guys?